Get ready.
Well, good morning, folks. Welcome to day 3, I think. Losing track of time. I'm just leaving the hotel here in Balmacara after yesterday. Still have my cold, but I do actually feel better. I had an extra hour or so in bed. It's a shorter day today, so I took advantage of that and took an extra 2 hours in bed. So it's 20 to 10 now in the morning. So yeah, I'm in two minds about that hotel. It's a bit old-fashioned, but it was clean. The room was a little bit small, and the shower was ridiculous. It was either ice bucket cold or take your skin off hot. So I had a bit of a moan about that to them. But the food in the restaurant was nice, and the staff were really nice. But I was down in reception last night, sitting in the lobby trying to update the bloody software in the drone and all of that, to make sure I didn't have the same issues today as I did yesterday. And it was like faulty towers. There was just a constant flow of people coming down complaining about stuff not working. Showers, doors, things being missing. And some guy came in and said the house has been robbed. I think he was one of the staff members, but yeah, I mean, if it hadn't been for the shower thing, I'd probably, I'd give it a bit more slack, but yeah, I wouldn't be in a rush back, that's for sure. I'm going to miss my turn here, hang on. Nearly overshot, yapping away there, sorry about that. But, yeah, I had a bit of an incident then this morning. The gear that I wear, this Sword ST gear, has a little built-in water bladder in the back of it. It has a little drinking tube. You might see it in some of the photos. I have a little drinking tube that comes to the front that I can drink my water from when I'm on the move, so keep myself hydrated. Very handy little feature, although it looks like you're going into space, the looks you get. But I was filling it with water last night. I got a bottle of water and I was filling it up, and then I mustn't have put the cap back on it properly, and I just threw it on a chair before heading off for dinner. And when I woke up this morning and started to get my gear ready, I picked it up and I discovered it had leaked all over, right over down the back of my jacket. Luckily I have my rain liner in it, so it hasn't gone through. But it looked this huge big water patch on the cushion in the chair. It looks like somebody sat in the chair and went for a wee. So I hope they don't think it was some sort of a protest because of the shower. It's just water. But so you can see it's not as bright today, a little bit dull. Some clouds and mists loitering around the mountains. The forecast says there's a 20% chance of rain, but it says it's not due until this evening, maybe about 8 or 9 o'clock. I shall be well tucked in by then. I'm just hoping that tomorrow it's going to be back to sunshine. So first order of business today is the dreaded Applecross Pass. I don't know why I've worked this thing up on my head so much, but so it's good to get it done and dusted out of the way in the morning, and then I'll have a stress-free trip then for the rest of the day. The only other stressor I have is the following 2 days are very big. They're 300-mile days, and yesterday was 254. But it wasn't too bad. The day before was 231 miles. Today it's about 200 miles. But the 2 days after today, I think, are both one's 328 and one's 301. So they are big days on small little roads. So, but if I get past the Applecross Pass, the only thing I have to worry about is an extra hour or two in the saddle. Well, then you know what? I'll take that. That's fine. Oh yeah, Jesus! I was going to strip the liners out today, but it's cold today. You can feel an edge to the air. But what I would say is I've packed way too much as usual. I have way too much gear. I'd say my back box, top box here, easily weighs 40 kilos. And that's not, like, obviously my two side panniers are holding probably another 30 kilos. It's ridiculous. I've brought way too much stuff, as usual. But I did buy some new gear for the bike. Well, obviously I bought all new gear, but I bought a set of liners, Merino wool liners, the 100% Merino wool. I got them in the Great Outdoors, and they come in different weights. So I got a light one, which is 170, and then I got a much heavier gauge for the colder weather, a 260 weight. I haven't used the 260 yet, but I've been wearing the 170 all week. And the thing about the Merino wool is that it has this, well, one, it's super light and super soft, but also super warm. It's extremely breathable. And it has a natural, I don't know what the word is, but it basically cancels out any body odour. And I can't get over it. When I got into the hotel last night, I took it off and it was glued to me. Sorry for being so graphic, but I was sweating. And I took it off and I hung it up, but I was planning to wear the other one then today. But when I got up, I did the old sniff test, and sure enough, nothing. Totally odorless and dry, as if you just ironed it. So bang, I whacked that back on. Job done. Keep the other one for if I get caught in the rain in this one. But yeah, I'm very impressed with them. That's what, 3 days on the trot I've been wearing it, and normally I wear this t-shirt that I had got from a surfing shop, like a beach t-shirt that dries really quick, and that was great because it was breathable, and if you washed it, it'd be dry in an hour. But Jesus, yeah, that could walk at the end of the day, so I used to wash that every night. But these things are brilliant, just brilliant. They're expensive. I think I paid about €70 for the 170 and about 85 for the 260. But totally worth it. It just saves an awful lot of hassle. And just do what I did. I got two. I had the heavy gauge and the light gauge, so you're covered for the colder and the warmer weather, you know. But phenomenal. But I'm only wearing my summer gloves as well. I have a set of Gore-Tex rainproof winter gloves in the back box. And because I was expecting horrendous rain, I also brought my handlebar muffs. Because with them they're bulletproof. Nothing gets through them rain-wise, and you can still wear your summer gloves. The thing about the rainproofs that I got, the gloves, I think they're Danisi. Like, they were expensive. They were 200 quid. Sorry, nearly 300 quid. But they're full Gore-Tex, and they've got body armour and everything throughout them, and a little blade on the thumb to wipe your visor with in the rain. Insulate liners, all the works, you know. But when I bought them in the shop, I tried them on, and they were a nice fit. But what happens is, when you've got them out in the real world, particularly the first time you're caught in rain with them. They are a bitch. Look at this. Oh, nice little lake over there. Wow, look at that. But yeah, they are a bitch to get on and off, but particularly getting them on, they're a nightmare. But then after a few days or so, you know, they start to loosen up a little bit, and you get a kind of a knack to putting them on, and then they're not too bad. Like, they're still not as easy to get on as an ordinary summer glove or anything like that, but any glove is going to be hard to get on when your hands are wet. But once they're on, geez, they're indestructible. They really do keep the rain out, keep the old fingers warm, you know. I mean, that's what I love about the GS. You know, it's a good combination. If you put on the handlebar muffs, keep your summer gloves on, and then turn on the heated grips, so you're good to go anywhere and any time of the year. You know, people say, oh, it looks like a courier. You look like a courier with those big muffs on the handlebars. Couldn't give a rat's. As long as my little fingers are warm and I can drive, that's all that's important. Now, it does obstruct your view of your controls as the muffs go over all the buttons. But to be honest with you, you know, most people don't look at the controls anyway when they're pushing all the buttons. It's kind of muscle memory. You remember where everything is. But yeah, I definitely feel better today. The throat is still a bit sore, and my nose and my throat have become just massive phlegm factories. Forgive me for being so crude, but I certainly feel better. Those extra couple of hours, and then I made a point. I took every drug I could possibly take this morning. I took my Ventolin for my asthma, and then I took a Lemsip with my breakfast, and then I took an antihistamine as well. So I'd probably fail a drug test for something. Oh my God, this is just like Switzerland. Look at this. So the watchful amongst you might notice something different on the dash. I had got a RAM mount there, the X grip, but I haven't been using it, to be honest with you. I'm just keeping my phone in the tank bag, keeping it charging. But I took it off this morning because it has a tendency of, when you're turning the steering wheel, the way I had it positioned, it was kind of catching on the sat-nav or the tank bag. And for these tight corners now, coming up to Applecross, look at that. I wanted to make sure I had full turning circle, and it wasn't something I was going to have to scramble around with as a mid-corner. So I whipped that off and stuck it into the pannier. This is stunning. I've been in places exactly like this in the Alps. Ross and Cromarty. Welcome to Ross and Cromarty. So that's where I am now, folks, apparently. Yeah, the Scotland, it's very similar to Ireland insofar as I haven't met very many Scottish people. It's like when you go into Dublin, you'll be hard pressed to find an Irish person. They're all Eastern European, which is strange. Well, it's not strange, I suppose. I mean, I'm used to it at home. But yeah, I think Ireland's position for emigration and taking over the world has been very rapidly eroded by the Polish. They seem to be everywhere, which is grand, because actually the Polish have integrated very well into Ireland. You know, we seem to be very similar. They're hard workers, they're straight talkers, you can have a bit of banter with them. You know, I think they've been accepted very widely and well over at home. This is incredible. And I officially had haggis for the first time as well. I had haggis this morning for breakfast. Very nice. I always thought I wouldn't eat a haggis when somebody described it to me. I said, Jesus, no thanks. But that's just like black pudding, to be honest. It was very nice. Oh, this is incredible. Look at this. This is Switzerland. This is Switzerland. There's a section of road like this that goes up to the Stelvio Pass. Very similar. Again, another road you should try. Although it's a bit, I think it's a bit overhyped, the old Stelvio. I think it was Top Gear once claimed it was the greatest road in Europe or the world or something like that. And whilst it's a fantastic pass, and absolutely go and do it, there are much better passes in the Alps than the Stelvio. But everyone thinks, oh, I've done the Stelvio. Well, that's great, mate, but there's a zillion Stelvios up there. Personally, I think the Grossglockner is a much better pass. The Furka, Gotthard isn't bad. There's a load of them. I'm sure I've forgotten a load of them, but there's a much bigger selection of passes to be done than the Stelvio. But a lot of people seem to think they have to tick that box, myself included. But if you ever do go to the Stelvio, go up there late-ish, about 6. Last time I was there, we got up there at about 5, half 5. And I don't book hotels generally. I just get them on the fly when I'm in the Alps. And we were tired at that stage, half 5, and myself and the missus, I was starting to look for hotels. So I went down to booking.com and I started looking for a hotel. I saw this one for a beautiful one for 500 and something euros a room. That's ridiculous. So we went and we got a Coke and we sat down, and about 15-20 minutes later I started looking again, and now it was past 6 o'clock, and then that was a big truck. I started to search again, and the same hotel came up, the same room, for 100 and... why is this lad crawling? 150 euros for the night. Now that is still a lot, I suppose, but this was an amazing room. Unbelievable. But it's down in the town below the Stelvio called Bormio. And there's an amazing road that takes it from the top of the Stelvio Pass down into Bormio itself. And the road is called Bormio, I think. Could be wrong. But fantastic. It's only about 15 minutes from the top of Stelvio. And Bormio is a beautiful little town, absolutely beautiful. All this kind of cobble-locked, pedestrianised streets with loads of little restaurants and bars and all in it. Very similar to Andermatt, if you've ever been to Andermatt, another fantastic city in Switzerland. Or not city, town. But But yeah, Bormio, look it up, kids. Really, really nice. There's some hotels up on the top of Stelvio, but to be honest with you, they look terrible. They look derelict. Now, if I was you guys and I was planning the trip, you've never been to Stelvio before, stay in the Bormio town below it. It's really nice, particularly if you're with a group. It's a good town to go out with a group of lads in, I'd say. You know, some nice food, some good bars, and you'd have a bit of crack down in Bormio now. Really nice. The only thing I would say about that hotel we stayed in, the room was unbelievable. I mean, stunning. An amazing underground garage that they had to put the bikes in. But geez, the one in reception was, geez, she really didn't like motorbikers. Or maybe it was just me, but geez, she had a face like a cracked stone. Oh, this is incredible. But there's a lot of traffic with me here now. There's 2 in front and 2 behind, and I'm out in the sticks. And I'm just hoping that I'm not going to have all this traffic with me on the Applecross. The one thing I don't want, I have enough on my plate trying to get up the damn thing without somebody either up my arse or coming towards me while I'm trying to get up the bloody hairpins. So when I get to the entrance of Applecross, I'll pull in for a minute, take a photograph, and I'll let any cars behind me clear out. I don't want an audience. Unless I fall over, then I need somebody to help me lift this bloody boulder. Very nice. Strathcarron. Who's Karen? Or why would we just strap her? This guy in the little white car, what is it? An Opel or something, or a Vauxhall? It just keeps stopping and slowing for no reason. Oh, look at those little tents. They're cool. Oh yeah, that extra couple of hours in bed did the trick, alright. I feel totally refreshed. Well, maybe not totally, but a hell of a lot better than yesterday and the day before, that's for sure. And hopefully I've got the issues with the drone sorted. So I redid all the updates last night, but Jesus, that was giving me a pain in my left one yesterday. Very, very irritating. Right, so I'll save the battery and the memory for when I get to the Applecross. I'll meet us at the old Applecross. So I'm not 100% sure where I am at the moment. I'm not yet at the Applecross, but as you can see, this weather looks like it's about to change drastically. Oh, nice waterfall over there, don't I? Hopefully the camera will pick that up. But I don't know, maybe it's just or maybe you'll get away with it. I think it's just the microclimate on top of the mountain. That's the one thing I learned about mountains when I was in Switzerland for the first time. The sun can be beaten down 30 degrees at the bottom, and it can be absolutely piddling with rain at the top. Or as I found out the first one we went up, I think it was the Gotthard Pass, we drove up the Tremola, which is a cobbled road, cobblestones aren't particularly good to drive on when they're wet on a motorbike. But then we got to the top and we couldn't see our hands in front of us, and found this huge lake at the top of the mountain, which was nice. But yeah, okay, no, that looks okay, because I was worried there that I might be driving into some rain, which would not be a good omen just before I'm heading into the Applecross. But this road is incredible. This road, look at this. Oh, that's like the little bridge in the Gap of Dunlow. I told you, counterpoint. I'll counterpoint everything. There's a counterpoint in Ireland for every piece of this. Yeah, looks like I got away with that now. I was thinking I was going to hit some rain there now, but I'm driving out of it. See how quick that changed now. Looks like all the mountains are covered in cloud anyway, so I doubt I'll see too much from the top of Applecross or Balmacara. Yeah, I think its Irish name is Balmacara, which I think translated means either way of the sheep or road of the sheep or trail of the sheep or something. I don't know. I could be totally off base there. But apparently that's what it means, I think. Don't quote me. Okay, red tarmac. That's new. Yeah, I have no clue where this is. Can't read the sat nav. I don't know. Yeah, so I just plugged and played the route I designed on my route app today. I'm gonna spend 20 minutes fiddling around, and today was a short one anyway. So I think I'm just gonna plug and play the routes that I've planned. If it takes me 10 hours, it'll take me 10 hours. I think the trick is just to get plenty of rest, get to bed early. I've been going to bed about 11:30, which is early for me. I'm a bit of a night owl, and normally I don't sleep, but just these long riding days take it out of you. So I'll usually just go down, flip around with the computer, either transferring all my video footage to the hard drive that I have, little 1 terabyte hard drive, checking my routes, looking at some of the footage, updating software for my bloody drone, things like that. And I have my dinner, and then hit the sack. But I've been finding that I'm out like a light. Out like a light. That's some beautiful island over there. Oh yeah, look at this. Wow. Okay, that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Oh, this is very atmospheric. I'm sure it doesn't transfer to the video footage. But this is a lovely little road. Really, really atmospheric. You know, you could spend a whole lifetime up here exploring the roads. It's terrible. You look, I can see another road over there. Looks amazing. Oh, it looks like I'm going up it actually. But I've passed loads of roads that look cool. And if you just had time, you know, you could just go off exploring. You could come here 1,000 times and never do the same road twice, I'd say. Oh, that's why that road is. That's the Applecross. That's what I'm looking at. Okay. So this is it, folks. Applecross. Holy Jesus. Here we go. I have to get a picture with the sign. This is the iconic sign that you always, anytime you Google Applecross, this is the sign that comes up. Road to Applecross. Bealach. This road rises a height of 2,053 feet with gradients of, I don't know the words, F1 in 5 and hairpin bends. Not advisable for learner drivers, very large vehicles or caravans after first mile. Alternative low-level route via Shieldaig, Kenmore, Applecross Road, 7.5 miles. We didn't come to do the alternative road. There's a sticker on there saying I love penis. Okay. Little cafe there. Get the old selfie done. Take a closer up picture of the sign. Get all the stickers in. What did they say? Cannonball Run, BMW Drive Club, Porsche Club, Rospa Munster Riders, Irish Adventure Riders. So their name is like mine, Adventure Bike. Well, it's got the word adventure in it. I Love Cars, Count Motorhead, Haggis Paws. Don't see anyone I know on it. One Man, One Life, Pebbles Motorcycle Clan. Never going to give you up. Never gonna give you up. Horizons, I know them. They're the holiday, the motorbike rental, part-time biker. I'll make tiny changes to Earth. Scott Hutchinson. Well done, Scott. Supermanx. Caution, slippery grass. I Love Penis. Isle of Man. Northeast Kite Surfing. Safe Passage. Chris, Rustic Stag. I should get stickers made up, shouldn't I? That'd be cool to stick one on here. Quantock and Exmoor Family Motorcycle Group. Okay. You've been Tadgered. Tadgers.co. Think Bike, Think Tadger. Certified Crasher. Get Her Pumped. Fair enough. Spliff Speed. Alright, that sounds dodge. The Muffin Club. Yes, just a sticker saying yes. Oh, it must be for a yes vote. The Berwick Bulldog Scooter Club. Okay, that's all very interesting. Okay. Road normally impassable, wintry conditions. High snow risk. Not today, I hope. Right. Let's get this done. Right, I'll be back to... no, I'll keep the tape rolling. I was going to turn it off until I got a bit further up, but let's keep the tape rolling. Now there's a load of cars coming down here. 4 of them. So I'll let them go by.